when it happened. Well, the first bell rings at Tulsa Public Schools in less than a week, but some advocates say the return to class is being overshadowed by the district's accreditation issues. Accreditation
On that rain chance.
All right, thank you so much, Joy. Well, Green Country students will soon see a renewed emphasis on Holocaust education and social studies classes this year. Well, we turn now to the developing story out of Maui, where wildfires continue burning out of control. They're destroying nearly 300 structures. Officials confirming at least 36 people have died. ABC's Melissa Adon is on the ground in Maui with the latest. Unbelievable. Well, in other national news, a Mar-a-Lago property manager and former President Donald Trump's personal aide were set to be arraigned today on new charges in the special counsel's case over mishandling classified documents. An Oklahoma death row inmate is making a last-ditch plea to spare his life and set him free. The Free Anthony Sanchez campaign played a message that Sanchez's spiritual advisors say he recorded earlier this week. Take a listen. Mayor Bynum announced some new ways the city hopes to help those experiencing homelessness. From car loans to credit cards, a new consumer credit report shows Americans' credit card debt is at a record high level, hitting $1 trillion for the first time ever. So what can you do if you're struggling to pay off debt? Cole Higgins has some advice to help get you back on track. Current oil production in the U.S. could shatter the all-time record set 4 years ago. Revenue. We keep saying we need to take the 7-year-old. She's never been. My son's been. But we want to make sure, my husband said, I want to make sure she's old enough to remember it.
That's true.
Because if you go too young, then it's like, well, we took you when you were 4. I don't remember it.
I went when I was 7 or 8, and I remember it.
You do?
Was, yeah, such an awesome trip.
So we're at that point now.
Yeah,
okay.
so I think you'd be okay to take a trip.
We can book.
Yeah,
all right.
That would be exciting. Well, if you're out and about today, today's a great day to just be outdoors. We do have the latest drought monitor here, so I wanted to bring you the latest.
Well, schools all across Green Country headed back to class. The chore of packing school lunches is back as well, and we can all get into a rut of packing the same things over and over. But don't worry, we have you covered. CNN's Mandy Gaither has 10 healthy lunch ideas that are sure to get a smile. Some great ideas in there. And Sherry also says to include your child in preparing the lunch, allow them to help pack it, and take them to the grocery store to let them choose which fruits, veggies, or other foods they'd like to have each week. She says that way they feel a part of the process and are more likely to eat the lunch that you actually pack. Well, you can help make sure that kids have the tools they need to be successful when they head back to class by donating to Project School Supplies at any TTCU Federal Credit Union. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to KTUL.com for a list of supplies, donation sites, and a link to an Amazon wish list. Restore Hope Ministries is making sure they get to those who need them. Police are looking for 2 people in connection to a Tulsa murder. Coming up in our... Tulsa police want to talk to these people, Julian Smith and Courtney Smith, as people of interest in a West Tulsa homicide. Well, many Broken Arrow residents will soon be voting on a new bond package for their public school district. It's the first one since 2015. The Outsiders Museum in Tulsa turned 4 years old this week. The OK Pop Museum says that, quote, .com. I'm glad that's coming out because when we get family that visits, they want to go places, and I can't ever think of places, and then later I go, oh, why didn't I take them to the Outsiders? Why didn't I go to Cane's?
I know. Especially like my grandparents, they love to eat like down home cooking. And I'm like, where could we go? And then I drive past and I'm like, oh, shoot, we could have had barbecue here. And so I'm happy that we have that. Plus, I'm an explorer at heart, so I love to even check out things that maybe I didn't know about, or maybe you didn't know about, you know?
It's a great thing for all of us to have, I think.
And if we are doing some exploring today is kind of the best day to do it, but...
Now to the deadly shooting involving the FBI and a man accused of plotting to harm President Biden and other high-profile Democrats. We're learning more about the moments leading up to the violent confrontation in Utah. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details. Will the Arkansas River be safe for recreation once the water is flowing next year? That's the question that continues to concern. Oklahoma's Attorney General is trying to hold companies accountable for inflated prices on gas during the 2021 winter storm. The free ticket is present a valid teacher ID.
Oh, I wish my mom was here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your mom's a teacher.
Yeah, she is. She's kind of been prepping her classroom. She's starting at a new school. She's a resource teacher this time, so helping students, you know, with extra help and things like that. So it's been fun hearing how setting up the new classroom has been going.
Well, Synergy's a blast anyway.
I
Great
love
place.
Synergy. Oh yeah, I go all the time playing video games and stuff. Just don't judge me if you see me in there just shooting hoops all day.
No, I only judge when I hear about people going to the splash pads, which, you know, I've teased you a little bit about.
I know, I
to
have not been to one yet, but I'm tempted to cross that off the list. All right, let's get right to weather. Today could be a splash pad.
On a ride. First, though, it's been said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. When it comes to a car accident, that especially rings true. In today's America's Steals and Deals, Julie Moran has a deal on a dash cam that'll help remove doubt about blame in a wreck. Welcome back. It's 11:54. Taking a look there at the Broken Arrow Expressway through the A-Best Roofing live cam. Temperatures right now sitting in the mid-80s. The Rachel Ray Show is coming up this afternoon at 2. Rachel is sharing a chicken pot pie casserole recipe with a southern twist. That's followed by the Drew Barrymore Show. Jamie Oliver and Drew will be making a sweet tomato gnocchi with spinach and hazelnut pesto and more. Well, this next story is a scream, literally. It's about a wildlife encounter on a massive slide in Utah that was caught on camera. As CNN's Jeannie Most reports, it was a near miss that became a viral hit. And that's quite a scream.
That scared me for a second. I'm like, wait, oh my gosh, is she getting mauled? No, it's just, what, 10 feet of... I felt bad for the guy trying to climb up there. He's slipping and sliding. I mean, what
like
do
a badger guard? I mean, do you, I guess you can't really...
Guardrail up higher, but can it climb that? I'm not...
I don't know much.
Need more information.
Yeah. All right. So this is also in Utah. A luxury tent resort is now the first lodging to receive what's called a dark sky certification, meaning it's almost entirely free from light pollution. So you can see all the stars in the sky on a clear night and even the Milky Way. The grand staircase location of Under Canvas is located near Lake Powell and Antelope Canyon in Utah, just over the border of Arizona and within driving distance of Zion and Bryce Canyon National Parks. The luxury two-person stargazer tent has an opening to see the sky over the head of a king-size bed, and rates range from around $330 a night to $450 a night. Its new certification happens to coincide with the Perseid meteor shower that is peaking this weekend. I really want to, I've never been to Utah. I've always wanted to go.
I know, that's on my list too.
Is it?
It is. I heard it's so pretty. The only bad thing about that meteor shower for us here, though, we're calling for overnight rain chances. That at least means some cloud cover streaming in. So maybe we won't have clouds over your specific town, but there's still a really good chance of rain. So just go to Utah.
That's what I was going to say. Just head on down. Who doesn't have, you know, $450 a night to drop?
I definitely don't. Not at all. At least we'll enjoy the sunshine today. Temperatures around 90 degrees. We're warming up with more rain tomorrow. All
right. Thanks for joining us this morning. Come back tomorrow at 11, and we'll see you today at 4 o'clock right here on News Channel 8.